Hey everybody, this is Lainey and I'm going to talk about my Christina piercing. And just as a disclaimer, if you're 18 or younger, do not watch this video because I will be mentioning areas and sexual relations and sexual area piercing and yeah. So don't watch this if you're under 18, don't watch this if you're at work. Let's get started. So this is, now that it's been 11 months since I've gotten it, this is what I can show you. This sits on top of the pubic mound. This sits in between my lips, and this is what it looks like facing forward. And like I was saying last time, I have mainly this much of the barbell you can see is exposed, so that means I really need to change it out. Like I said, this was custom bent from a tongue ring. He custom bent a tongue ring and bent it into this L bar. I love the 5mm balls on it, on the top and the bottom. Personally, it doesn't bother me. I can't really feel it. It looks basically like a belly button piercing for your pubic area. That's basically what it looks like. So I tried replacing it with a normal Christina L bar, like a real one that you would get like at a store, well not a store but online, and I didn't like the way it looked, and then I didn't like the way it felt, so I just keep the one I was pierced with in. Right now I clean it like normal. Once I realized it was healed around Thanksgiving is when I really realized, I was like, it's healed, it's doing well, it's I can take it out. I finally got the balls to unscrew, because my piercer, he is very known for keeping them balls spooled. He is definitely going to not, one of the things you can't complain about him is that if your ball came off of one of your piercings, I've never heard anybody complain. But oh yeah, I got it done at Vintage Tattoos in Starkville, Mississippi. I believe the piercing was $75. I think that's what I told you last time. It was $75. I did not get any H2O. I cleaned it with sea salt. I had sea salt, and I would put water, boil it in a microwave, call it a day, clean it with Q-tips and things of that nature. And at that time I had feminine wipes. I had a lot of feminine wipes, so I would feminine wipe the crap around that area. Somebody in the comment section was like, last time was like, you're scaring my wife, and I was like, is a piercing to really think about. It's not one to take lightly. It's not like a tongue piercing, where if like I have a tongue piercing and I can see that's a scar that I could live with. Even my cheek piercing, I don't know if you can see, you can't really see, you see that one and you can see that one, like, because I had cheek piercing. I missed it. But those scars I can live with, because they look to me, my cheek piercing scars look like divots, like they look like pimple scars. Anyway, but I know that if I got a scar from my Christina, that's one to truly think about. It's not a functional sexual piercing in that it gives you pleasure. It's basically a belly button piercing for your vagina, so it's there to look at and to look cute, and that's what I wanted it for. And so it's just one to think about. And somebody was like, you're scaring my wife. Well, what hurt for me was the threads going through, and this is my experience of my Christina piercing, so that's what hurt. The needle necessarily was something I could live with pain wise, but the threads hurt. Like the threads going through my skin hurt, because it's an open wound and you're taking something that's essentially a screw and going through that piercing. That's with all piercings. If you don't get internally threaded, if you get externally threaded, yeah, that's what happens. You're essentially taking, that's why so many piercers don't like externally threaded. It's because it is essentially a screw going through a piercing. And that's what I felt. I felt the externally threads, the external threads. These are the external threads, that the little screw, that's what I felt going through my body. And going through a fresh wound, yeah, it hurt. So that was my experience. That's what I felt. And if you don't like that opinion, then you don't need to get that piercing, because you can't handle somebody's explanation of it. You don't need to get that piercing. Anyway, yeah, just when in doubt, clean your piercing. At one point in my piercing, I truly thought it was migraine, and I didn't realize the swelling had gone. My dumb tail had not realized the swelling was going down, and so I was just like, oh my god, if I lose this piercing. Like, I was having nightmares that I lost this piercing. And had not, yeah, since it's 11 months, I can take it out. It stays open. For me, it feels even when I press down right now on where it's located, where it's usually located. I'm like, I feel naked. I feel really naked, and I love that piercing, and I love how it feels, and I love how I feel with it, and it just makes me feel really happy. It's a really, like, it has no functionality except decoration and adornment, but as far as me, it makes me feel happy knowing that I have this piercing. Yeah, knowing that I have this piercing. And so I love it, and I hope y'all get it, because I hope you women out there get it, or transgender women, I hope you get it. Here it's throwing a lot, but like I said, when in doubt, clean it. Do not, my fatal mistake, do not go swimming. Do not go swimming within 3 months of getting this piercing. Don't. And I think literally a week, that's my fatal flaw during this whole piercing. Don't go swimming with this piercing. Like, don't don't. It will hurt. It will hurt so bad, and it will swell, and it will bleed, and it will make you cry, and you will not be able to lay on your stomach. Don't. And once you get out of that pool, clean, sea salt soak. Because it was swelling, what I would do is get hot water on a towel, wring it out, and because the towel was still like scalding hot, I would just lay it on there, and that took a lot of the swelling out of it. If you clean with a towel, replace your washcloth really often. Clean your underwear really often. Make sure you wear fresh underwear really often. You just really have to think about the area that it's in. And so, yeah. Make sure you wear breathable material like cotton. Cotton is really breathable, so you need to wear breathable cotton. Have to really think. I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Up to 11 months, I can take it out. I can clean it, and I still. Someone asked me if I still pluck the area. Yes, I still pluck around the area. It's not as excessive as plucking above the top ball though. I pluck immediately around the piercing, but I still shave the entire area. So yes, I still keep it nice and clean the way I like it. Yeah, so I still keep it clean, and in that sense of the word, I still clean the area, and I still shave the area, and I still pluck the area, and yeah, it's still clean and everything, and I love it. So that is my all about my Christina piercing. So I hope you loved it. If you have any questions, hopefully I answered somebody's question. I know it's probably babble, but I hope I answered your question. And if you have any more questions, I will try to answer them. Bye.